There's a lot of really interesting anime series that are coming out this spring season. There's a lot of unique series that I really want to check out this year, and the springtime usually is where the bangers start coming back in. We're rolling off of the slow winter start, which is always there, and now we're going to get into more of the heaters. And there's a unique series that I really wanted to talk about because I've been reading the manga, and it's been one of the most unique and crazy mangas that I have ever read. One of the most big bang, cat and mouse, thriller, exciting series that I've read in a while, and I really want to put it as a showcase. There's already been 2 episodes of it out so far, and the series I'm talking about is My Home Hero, and this story follows Tetsuo, who is your just regular salary man. He works at a toy company, he does a good job, and he just lives a normal life. His daughter's gone off to college, and he's just living at home with his wife, having a peaceful time. One day, he goes out and visits his daughter at college, only to see that there's some bruises on her face, and only to again find out that she has a secret boyfriend, and things aren't going too great with those two because Tetsuo sneaks in the house, ends up hiding in the closet, and overhearing that the boyfriend is planning on killing his daughter for the grandfather's money. It's a weird way of getting it, and this insurance money passed down because they're still gonna have to go through the family. I don't know if they fully thought about it, but that's what he decides to do. So in a fit of fatherly instinct, he breaks out, they get into a tussle, and Tetsuo ends up murdering this man. And on top of this, there's another little plot twist, as manga loves to do, and they love to have little twist on twist on twist. They can't just have one twist. He is also part of the Yakuza, and he now has to not only hide a body from his daughter and the police, but also the Yakuza, who are going to be trying to figure out why this man all of a sudden disappeared so randomly. Now, if that premise is not enough to get you in there, this series is one of the most intense back and forth series that I have seen in a long time. Going back and forth between the Yakuza and so far Tetsuo's perspective. I don't know how much the police are going to get involved. I have only gotten to the halfway point of volume 2, so there's a lot more out already, and it's being released by Kodansha. There's digital, and there's going to be physical releases later this year, and it is just one of the most entertaining things that I've seen in a long time. It is crazy to watch how Tetsuo does this. And also, it does have that like emo kid, like teenage years things that's going on here. It's like way too interested in dead bodies and like the decomposition and like how to get rid of a body, how to body type stuff that you'd hear from like a guy who's like a bit concerned might be the next school shooter like I had at my school, where one time in art class we're just sitting there, dude taps me on my back and goes, "Watch this," and the buddy next to him is bleeding and he sucks the blood out of him like a vampire. It was the most crazy thing I've ever witnessed, and I didn't go to school for the next month. But it's very oddly detailed about how to hide a body. They're very detailed how to decompose bodies and how to accurately get it out. And it's entertaining in like the murder and like criminal aspect of how to get away with a crime, but it's a bit concerning to be like, this information is just out there for like everybody to know about. So I'm a bit concerned about the people who read it, as I'm being a reader myself. I'm a bit concerned myself. I booked myself a therapist session, and I will be going there for every week now forever just to make sure I don't use this fucking prompts. It's one of the most crazy series that I've ever read. It's really entertaining because it's not completely out there. It's a really cool series about a man who's just was a good father, defended his daughter in a moment where he didn't know what else to do but get rid of the person who was trying to kill his daughter. It's like, can you blame him? After he murders her boyfriend, his wife walks in and becomes an accomplice with the crime. So it's both of these two people working together to try to get around the Yakuza and the police. It's really cool. It's a really good dynamic. It's actually surprisingly wholesome about like family dynamics and like a husband and wife sticking together through literally everything, even the darkest points, and how his wife agrees with him at one point, talks about how even though she wasn't there to do the crime, if she was, she would have done the same thing to protect their daughter, because they're just a loving family who wants the best for their daughter and for, you know, each other. And it's surprisingly heartwarming in like this really depressing way. And this series is just big brain, like that Rick and Morty IQ that I love. It's like, what's gonna happen next? How is he gonna get around with this? What's gonna go on to get him from being caught? Is there more that's gonna end up developing? Because it's not like the Yakuza are dummies. They're figuring out that like something's very suspicious with these couple. It's not like they're just like the big dumb clone troopers who can't even hit the same person after shooting 6,000 shots with 60 people there. It is them really also trying to figure this out, and they know what's going on, and we get to see that also there's a very powerful person who is the father behind the boyfriend that Tetsuo was murdered. And so he's not really taking too kindly that his son has disappeared because nobody knows what's going on. And he's putting a lot of money to invest what's going on with that family and his son and just trying to figure it out. So you don't really know what's going to go on with any of these guys. And for any of the story, it is really intense. It's really crazy. It puts you on the edge of the seat. It's just something that is completely different from anything I've read. It's nothing like any shonen series I've read. I was going to say the Ichinose's Family's Deadly Sins, which is on Shonen Jump right now, which is another one of my favorite series that are out. But it's vastly different from that. I can't even say it's anywhere close to that. But this series is one of the best mystery thriller series I have ever read. It is so unique. It is so entertaining. It is so different in such a special way. I'm really finding it very hard to find any complaints so far because the pacing's great. The mystery is great. The drama, the thriller, and everything so far is great. Like, I love it. There's nothing to really complain about so far in this series, and it's just so special already. It's like, there are times when you come along a series, an anime, manga, whatever it is, when you just start that first episode, read that first chapter, and you know it is the most different, unique, and entertaining thing that you've seen in a long time, and it just pulls you back in, because I go in and out of these phases with manga and anime where I'm like, oh, there's nothing to read. Everything's the same. It's just all shonen fights or, you know, it's just all stupid stuff. And every now and again, you hit gold. And you just got to keep mining to find it. And every now and again, I hit these series that are just on another level from all the other series. And My Home Hero is one of those series. It is one of the coolest series I have ever read. And I will die on this hill that everybody should check it out. And this might be my favorite anime so far from the spring season. It is just one of the most unique special series that has ever come out, in my opinion. I love it. I'm absolutely eating it up. I'm a glutton for this thing. Like, man, just give me another plate. Just keep on feeding me. I'll do it until my stomach explodes. And I just can't get enough of this series. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see if he gets away with it, if he gets caught, what's gonna go on, how much crazier this series is, and I hope that you guys check it out too, because I promise you, it will be worth your time. It's going to entertain you. I promise you. Money back guarantee. I don't hold to that. It's a joke. I'm not gonna pay you. Okay, the IRS? I know. I haven't paid my taxes for the last 23 years. I'm not gonna start now. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? Leave in the comments down below what you guys think about this series. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think I'm out of my mind? Do you think this series is an absolute dub? Or do you think it's just subpar? In my opinion, it's a dub. It's one of the biggest dubs of the season and of a while. It's one of the best mystery series that I've seen, and it's so entertaining and unique. Anyway, guys, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you feel I deserve it. It means the world to me. Lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content. Be ready for content on this channel to come back. Hopefully, I don't disappear again like my dad going to the store. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. And I really am coming hard.